Real freedom is
Okay, let's go.
Earground Radio. New voices amplified. Earground Radio.
Yeah, welcome to Earground, and my name is King Boaz, and this is Earground, New Voices Amplified. And today we have another voice. I don't know if you're familiar with this one, but he calls himself Pfeiffer. So I will allow him to introduce himself. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah. I was struggling with the first name. How do I pronounce your first name?
Okay. The first name is Khosi Tsile. Khosi Tsile. Yeah.
Okay, that's the Lord has come, is it?
Yeah, the king has come.
The king has come. Okay.
Yeah,
Inkosi Zile. That's
Nkosi Zile, for sure. That's for sure.
all right. Yeah. Sharp. And then you call yourself Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where does it come from? Yeah.
In life, generally.
Zile, but I have a Pfeiffer. How does that come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think nje ungabuza umuntu lo muntu ne elifini. Everyone has their, what they say, lucky number. Ne?
All right. Yeah.
So, my number just happens that 5. That's my number. I would choose 5 part of my number, my name, I don't know the thing with 5. So that's my lucky number. So I asked myself, like an alphabet, there's a small caps and the upper cap.
Yeah.
So what's the capital of a smaller 5? It's 5.
Yeah.
So that's how it came about. So 5. I'm just a capital 5.
Now I think there's too much mathematics. We might need
No,
to
but
some
that's how it is, man. That's how it is.
to break it down.
5.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you find yourself doing music or choosing music out of everything that the world has to offer?
Okay, angazi ukuthi ubeka kanjani, but as you grow up njengomuntu,
Yeah.
you notice that there's some things ukuhlukana lazo. So like music is just into yami nje. I love music. Umuntu we-radio vele ngisithandela music most of the time, even when I'm studying or doing something else. Ukuthi ngize ngiyiphushe sibe ngibe efficient. Udinga background music or something. So music has just been a part of me ngikhula. And ngizebela umdala uma ithanda radio kudala, so leya radio yakudala ezama supersonic lezi ezikhathe lezi speakers angikhona ezinkulu. We play records laphana every time December, it was nice. So I grew up in a very in an environment where everyone loved music, especially my dad. So music has just been part of my life.
All right. So you bring an interesting point that your father loved music, and then this is how you fell in love with music. So maybe if we can look at the sounds that your father was listening to, what music was he always playing that you remember that? Oh, I remember him jamming to this track.
This one ngizazongifele vele ngiyakwazi. That's a fact. I saw brothers igobondela. So brothers, I saw brothers madala. It's good, man. Love that music today.
Yeah. So with what you were listening then and what you're doing now, what did you borrow from that? What type of music do you focus on now? What is it that you do now?
Okay, what we borrowed from that is, if you look at that type of music, it's usually music with a message. So it's not just music, it's a good vibe, it's a good jam, sometimes it's jazzy, it's got emotion, it's music with a message at the same time. So when we look at the music that I'm doing now, I'm doing music that has got a message that is sending out to people. And it still maintains being vibey and being music that can relate to everyone.
All right. Yeah. So besides music, Useskela, you're studying economics. My guy, economics, music. How do these two worlds, how do these two worlds meet? Are you doing economics so that you go to Abatala, Abatala, nanti paper latin yescale, but mina ngumajayiva ngifuna ukuzitrenela lokho. So how does this, what's the wisdom in what you're doing, pursuing economics and pursuing music at the same time?
Okay, I think choosing economics was mostly guided by my come up from high school, from secondary school. Ngisenza ama-commercials, ama-combination and so I naqala ukwenza ama-commercials, A-level ngenza ama-commercials. So at that point in life, yabe sukwazi ukuthi ngisuka lapha I'm going to another stage, which is tertiary level. But during that love, ngisenza ama-commercials, I was good in economics, I was good in business management. Those was my strengths. So university, you appear a list of degrees that you have to choose from. Global marketing, London. I mean, I felt like I could relate better with economics because already I had that love and that passion for economics. I was good at it. So I just chose economics because it's a language that I can understand. So I guess it wasn't really a hard decision because it's something that like any understand from doing commercials, history, education, until that. So I think that was inevitable. Really, I was going to do something along those lines.
All right. Yeah. It's interesting because I did a bit of economics sometime in my life, and you realize that some of these things with the words that are thrown in a language, and then when you then speak to someone and then use our macro supply and demand chains, and then it looks like, oh, this guy, what is he talking about? It's interesting how they get these languages, how they complicate these subjects by having certain dedicated words and languages to it. All the best with economics, and what's the vision with economics? What is it that you want to do after you're done with your degree?
Okay, I want to get into media, but economics comes in as a in everything that you do. You have to have an analysis of the market or the economy for you to know if your business is going to be viable or not. So right now, if you look in Zimbabwe, I feel like not much has really been done in terms of entertainment and media, right? I feel like it's the same mover, I bet. Because if you look at South Africa, how it's investing and how that industry on its own is making so much money, so much contribution for the South African economy, you'd be amazed with so much talent in Zimbabwe. Entertainment could be another thing that could pay the country's bill. But just because there are no proper facilities and structures that are put in place for that, so and then entertainment it's undermined as an industry. But I want to change all of that.
All right. Yeah. So let's say I give you just an hour right now and say you have an opportunity in the next hour to make a decision, an economic one, in the arts department in Zimbabwe, and try and make things different. What would you do? What is that one thing that you say, this I think is the burning issue, that if we can deal with this, then we can then look at other stuff? What is this one thing that you want to fix?
One thing that I would do is I would take out the red tape when it comes to, I mean, the whole bureaucracy thing that you have to go through. Like if you want to start your own media company, like your own TV stations and everything, like in South Africa, when we have ETV, what SABC, but it's a private thing that's happening in the economy, and by push at that thing. So right now, if you were going to give me an hour, I would say, let's take out that time delay, that time factor for issuing those licenses and giving people those chances to start up those certain those type of businesses. So keep I don't get into you see, because it's a barrier, that delay, that time period, make it faster, make it accessible, make it easy, make it people and you will be amazed how many people are going to utilize that opportunity.
Oh, all right.
So we rather have 10 different media houses, 10 different private televisions where we just get a satellite. But to be watching Zimbabwean produced television with the Zimbabwean local talent, content on television, HD quality, state of the art things. You understand?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I hope that Kirsty Coventry is listening, or
Yeah.
someone who works in that office, or someone who has her number will be able to get that message to her if she can try and push things in that direction and see where we can go. And then when we come to when you began your music, you worked with different people. You worked with Amigos. Maybe if you can take us through that experience working with Amigos. What did you learn? How was the experience working with them there?
Okay, so working with Amigos was really, I think it really played a huge part. Like it imparted a lot to me in terms of my music now. I mean, it was a group that was comprised of two guys, Catalyst and this other girl, Sharon. So
No.
it was my first time working with a female person, Sonke Sigo Group A1, understand?
Okay.
Uh, so it was really, it imparted a lot because you have to accommodate that you have a girl. So in everything that we do, even in the music, even the writing of the songs, we have
Yeah.
to accommodate that uh, we have a girl here. And I think that experience was nice because you don't get to be limited, you get to experience and explore a lot of things musically. So that was really interesting part.
All right. So do you remember like the first song or first lyrics that you wrote and say, I think I'm a musician. Let me write something. Do you remember that? What was it about? And if you remember.
Like a song which I did with them, with the whilst
And
working
any
with the
song
group.
like in your career where you say when you wrote something for yourself and say, I'm writing a song now, one of the first.
Right, it's a plenty, man. Yo, it's a plenty. I mean, it's a plenty, bro. Okay, let me just try to remember one. Okay, there's a song that we did with them at the time. It's titled Rabangov, right?
All right.
So
Yeah.
the coming of the song is like me. I'm a person who appreciates a lot of languages, different languages.
Yeah.
Like I really want to learn a lot of languages. So I appreciate different languages. So it was a Shangani thing. There's a
Yeah.
friend of mine, Shangani. So we were talking, and then he was like, no, Bangovu, something. And I was like, what does that mean, brah? He's like, no, Bangsindo. No, Bangsindo. Okay, right? So Mutas Bangsindo or Rabangov. Okay, so we took that and we made it into a song. So it started like Rabangovo man, Rabangovo man, Riayenza man, Riayenza Joe. And that was like kudala such a house yanesteras yabo
Yeah.
yeah tribal house. So we did that song uh, during that time. So there's one song that I can remember from Kudala, man.
All right. Yeah. With the sounds, you are versatile. You do piano, you do Afro pop, you do Afro house. What informs these decisions?
Like I didn't get that one. I didn't quite get that one. Good.
Okay, you're doing quite a number of genres. You do piano, you do Afro pop, and you do Afro house. Why
Mhm.
why choose these different genres? Usually, you know someone to be a pop star, you know someone to be a kwaito legend, you know someone to be something, but you chose three different things. Why do you have these three things which are your focus?
Okay.
Being versatile in these three,
I feel
how
like
do you justify
if you
that?
okay, I feel like if you look at those three genres and try to think ukuthi i-type zengoma zankhona zinjani, I feel like izingoma lezona as le emotion, that brings out that emotion side of music. A song that you listen to when you close your eyes, understand? And it maintains being vibey, I mean, if you look at Afro House, there's the drum, the beats, it's house, but it's still got that emotion within the song. So I feel like I connect better or I make better music when the song has emotion, you know. So I feel like those genres, they give me that emotion that I need to, that spike something, you know, that need to be creative and to write something. So I think it's all about emotion. All those genres, you look at them, emotional music.
Okay, so at what point as Pfeiffer did you say I need to get into the studio and do my own thing and pursue a solo career?
Well, you know, sometimes like when you're a group, especially when you're in a big stable like we were, see Amigos at Define House, you know, there are a lot of things that happen, and sometimes the vision having us fun. So and plus there are a lot of things, so many barriers, you know, like limitations. Sometimes it's finance and stuff. So people get agitated. Sometimes they're not seven sharp. So it happened. Which the stable fell out, right? It was dissolved. So at that point there, if you're someone who you've got that mob mentality of what you only do because someone is doing it, you will quit when someone has quit music. But if this is really your thing and you're really passionate about it, there was a point in my life where I told myself that no, right now, soldiering on, we're moving on. So I'm so lucky that my life of my friends and our musical people as well. So I'm so lucky that I met up with the Rebellious Sons, and they're like, no, they've been my friends like my whole life. Like when I started, we've been friends. So like, no, bruh, come on this thing, let's do music, don't give up, let's do music. So I've been doing music ever since. So there was not no point in life where we told ourselves which we were stopping now, because this was our thing and we said we're going on. There's no way, there's no turning back. So that's basically how it happened.
All right. Yeah. So what projects have you put out as Pfeiffer?
As Fiverr, I just dropped a single, which is a lead single for an EP, an upcoming EP, which is going to be dropping soon. The date is going to be announced, which was produced by Rebellious Sons. Rebellious Sons is three guys: George Vederman, Swazi, and DJ Channel. So these are my guys. We're both at Four Life Studios. So that's a project that I've worked on with them, which is basically my first project to come out as Fiverr.
All right. In the EP that's coming up, what are some of the themes that you'll be pursuing there? What can we expect?
Well, the whole EP, the whole theme of the EP is it's a love tale. So
All
Shayla is story number one, you
right.
know. Story number one, there's story number two. We're talking about real life situations. This is life in yet, you know, in our communities, things that we see every day happening, you know, across all age groups. Like umncane, umdala, but these are the things that happen when it comes to Windows Matando.
Yeah.
So I'm singing about things that happen, and I feel like it's music that you can relate to because the story, as the storytelling, something that is raw and happening in our communities. But it's a love themed, it's a love tale EP.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. So when do we expect this EP? When do we expect it to drop?
Uh, you just have to know what very soon. It's going to be dropping very soon. The
Okay.
date is yet to be announced, right? But very soon, very soonest is going to be dropping. So people should really be on the lookout for this EP because, yeah, Baba.
From your EP, from your upcoming EP, and
Yeah.
you are yet to the whole EP. So do we expect to get the EP as a whole, or are you going to be dropping singles building up to the?
Uh, I'm going to bring the whole EP.
All right.
I think yeah. After this single, it's only just that we the whole EP and give people dosage of what we've been working on.
All right. Yeah. So with the song released, how has it been received on radio? Are people loving it? What's the about the track that has been released?
Well, we're quite pleased with the reception that we got. I mean, we tried 3 days ago, and already it's getting airplay radio, and people are really loving it so much. We were really overwhelmed by the response. We didn't think that it would have much impact, but it seems people are loving the jam. They're saying this is beautiful music, and they're really giving us the support.
Oh, nice. All right. Now, being in Bulawayo, we always have all the issues around Bulawayo politically, it arts. Pressures do you feel? Are these real, or imagine that Tiba is being marginalized, Bulawayo is being taken serious at the national scale? What's your take? Is Bulawayo, are Bulawayo themselves doing enough to try and push them as an artist hub in the country?
Uh well, it's always been the issue that there's always been that thing, that cloud over Bulawayo. I mean, when you compare it to Harare, Harare music is seen as superior. I don't know, Harare music seems to be popping more than Bulawayo music. I think it's basically of, like I said before, the proper structures and facilities that are supposed to be there to promote local talent. So because of you find that those structures, those few structures that are there are given, or to those opportunities are only received by a few. I mean, and be the Harare guys more than Blau. So that's why you find out that we don't really get to know a Blau artist, and maybe they make a good song, maybe with Africans, or a collaboration with a big artist, and then that's when they blow up and that's when people start noticing them. But they have been in the game and no one had really their music much, just because I feel like the structures, there are no proper structure in terms to promote music at this point.
Besides structures, which I add to that to a certain extent, Abulawa artists themselves doing to unite and push something together. Abulawa artists themselves united. Do you follow each pages? Do you follow each other? Do you watch the stuff on YouTube? Are you doing anything collaboration to say we are here? We might not have support from elsewhere, but on our own, able to push our things together, united towards that.
I have to say, Uti, there has been change and improvement in regard to that. I feel like back in the day, artists themselves were not so eager to support each other. There's a lot of hate that's happening, someone like lack of support. Instead of people coming and supporting you, they want to crush you because of negative comments. Sometimes it publicly on social media. I mean, it's a bearing on the future artist. So I feel like as time has been going on, it has been slowly and gradually. I feel like now a greater margin of Blair artists now know we have to support each other. So that thing is happening because you have a post, if maybe you have an upcoming song, or if you drop something, I'll have a post, status and some a comment, a retweet. That's a step in good direction for Bulawayo. I feel like more has to be done in terms of initiatives to come together and try to build Bulawayo,
All right. Yeah. So now, how are you living with this COVID? There are no shows, things are on down. How do you manage to then find your way around the system and make sure that you keep on pushing, and you keep on saving?
Well, it has not been an easy period. It's really had its toll on everyone. It's not easy. There's no money right now, But what I've learned and what I've always been taught, in every situation, you have to look at both sides, negativity and positivity, and then you choose which one is on. So instead of focusing on TV side, there are no shows right now at the moment, and those online streams and those opportunities are only available for a few,
Yeah.
So instead of focusing on that, we say we take them right now to master your craft, get into studio, try new concepts, keep it going. And that even after COVID, you know, you find that your craft is better than it was before COVID. So I think that's something that artists should actually utilize to get into studio more and work more, work stuff, make new music, you know, make coveries and stuff.
All right. Yeah, nice. Thank you for your time. But before I let you go, maybe if you can give us a test of what Fifa is made of, maybe your bases or hooks or something from the Fifa music.
Okay. All right. Let's look at a little something. Ang naimali, ang namoto, ang naluto, godong funawe. Ay, funawena, funawena. Ang nangizojela, ngizojela, msheli. Yeah. That's
Awesome.
that.
Nice. That's a unique voice. Yeah, awesome. All the best music. We're waiting for that EP. I will try our best to push what you put out the best way we can and see how far it goes.
Real freedom is
Okay, let's go.
Earground Radio. New voices amplified. Earground Radio.